Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter, coming back at you. Today we'll be talking about the Jade Horizon Jordan 5s. And I recently did a review of the Racer Blue Jordan 5s. And in that review, I mentioned that because they weren't my size, I was going to kind of use that pair to get a different pair. And of course, this is the pair I was talking about. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's look at these Jade Horizon Jordan 5s. So not only do I love the pair of kicks, I love this box. This box might look really familiar. This is actually the same box that we got on the Jordan 3, the Patchwork 3s. And I guess that was an SE. I'm assuming this one is too. Actually, no, this just says Air Jordan 5 Retro. And the price on these says $190, so that's a little bit surprising because everything has kind of been going up, you know, to $200 and that sort of thing. It's got all these unique pictures, kind of like a collage effect. It's got the red Jumpman there in the middle, but then all these iconic pictures of Jordan, and I just really like these boxes. Flip top lid and the bottom of it's black. We've got that paint splatter paper inside, but the tag reads Air Jordan 5 Retro. The colors are Jade Horizon and Desert Sand, and this is a size 10.5. This is a personal pair. I plan on throwing these on here pretty soon. And then the box might be cool, but it's got nothing on these. I knew the second I saw pictures of these that this was going to be a shoe that I wanted. And I was actually pretty surprised that even though this is an early pair, they don't drop until March at some point. But I was really surprised that they were as affordable as what they were on GOAT right now. I'm not saying they were cheap, but for getting these a month early, I thought the price was pretty reasonable. I really like this light green color. I'm really a fan of the way this aged clear rubber and clear plastic on the eyelets looks. I just think that is such a cool touch, and I think with these colors being this light green, and it's almost got like a hint of gray or something, or tan to it, but I think with the black midsole and then this green and the powder blue tongue, I just think these things go together so well. And I think these colors and this material really looks great on this silhouette. This is my style right here. This is just something that as soon as I saw this, I was real excited about it, and I just thought immediately, like, I have got to get those shoes and I gotta get my feet in them and wear them with some outfits, because I think these are so good. Let me know what you all think about these. I know they're really different, but that's part of why I like them so much. It's just something new. It almost reminds me if like you mashed up the Seafoam Jordan 1s, the women's release. If you mashed up the Seafoam Jordan 1s and the Anthracites, I feel like you'd get something kind of like this. I like the Anthracites, but those kind of had like canvas all on the upper, and this material is kind of like it's like a nubuck or something, but it's almost like there's a little coating or something over it. It feels like it's really nice material, and the edges are all really natural looking and everything. But when you look at areas like this where it kind of wrinkles a little bit, you can almost see like a little crackling effect, and I do think it's got like some sort of coating on there. I don't think the color will change whenever that layer comes off. I think you'll just be left with like some nubuck that is this color or something, but there's some sort of coating or something on there that makes it feel kind of smooth. But you can still see that there's like leather grain and stuff on there. So I think it's a really nice natural material with just some sort of coating on it, but it's not as extreme as like the Topaz 4s or anything like that. I just really like the finish on these. But getting into the review, you can see, as I mentioned before, we've got some like aged clear rubber here under the forefoot and then under the heel, and you can see the Jumpman through there, and in the midfoot it's black and it says Jordan, and then we've got some black up there on the toe as well. And then as you come up to the midsole, you can see just a little bit of that aged looking translucent rubber, and the majority of it is this black color, like back around this visible air unit. Looks nice and clean. The shark fins, or the shark teeth, or whatever you want to call them, they're almost like a really, really pale salmon color. If you look at that in person, it's just a really, really faint salmon. I wouldn't even call it pink. It's just like a real light grayish salmon color. And you have that on the shark teeth, and then also on the lace lock button up here. That's kind of that real pale salmon color. And even this, the clear plastic part of it, it looks like it's aged, like it's antique or something. And then on the back of the tongue, you also have that kind of real faint salmon type color. I don't know if you can pick that up or not, but if not, just take my word for it. Of course, you get those little paint splatters there in those shark teeth, and also on that little painted hit there on the inside of the shoe. But then coming up from that, like I already talked about, we've just got this nice, I guess this is the Jade Horizon color, but it's a really nice material, and you can really see that it's a pretty natural material. It's just got some sort of little coating on it. But I love this shade of green. I think it's just cool as cool can be. All of these panels are that same material, and the stitching all matches that as well, and it just came out beautifully. On the back, you've got a Jumpman, and that stitching, I believe, is that real faint salmon type color as well. And on the sides, of course, you have these ventilation areas, and this rubber netting has that aged look. And underneath of it, it looks like it's just kind of like it looks like it's kind of just like a mesh that is this same green color. And you also have some of that rubber netting at the base of the tongue. And you can see we've got some flat laces that are that Jade Horizon color. And even with those crackles, I think it's really good looking. But the top of the tongue is reflective, and it's kind of in like a powder blue. And then the back of the sock liner looks like it's that powder blue as well. But that was just a quick rundown. Let me know what you think of these, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.